right.
Well, hello and welcome to Nevermore Park, a sold out, well, a very full Nevermore Park, it has to be said. All four stands are pretty much full, and it's great to see here Friday night action here for the Lions. Not long to go now until the start of the Vanarama National League season. And Guiseley will be hoping that they can get another positive performance. The result doesn't matter too much, but a good performance, like in the last few games for the Lions, can help the side. Well, going through the teams for Guiseley, we've got a couple of trialists in. It's Dan Atkinson in net, Danny East, Lee Spires, Ash Palmer, Adam Lockwood, Jake Lawler. A trialist from, well, ex-Dunfermline midfielder in Josh Falkingham, Will Hatfield, ex-Doncaster Rovers, and Bradford City midfielder Dave Size, who also had a brief spell at Guiseley quite a while ago. And there's also Ollie Johnson and another trialist in Jordan Preston, who has impressed during the pre-season campaign. Looking at the substitutes for the Lions, Ed Wilczynski has returned to the club. He did have a trial at York City, that did not work out. He's had a trial previously at Guiseley. He has come back and would be expected to play some part of this match. Then there's Danny Boschel, the assistant manager. He has returned from a break. Adam Boyes is there, Michael Rankin, Devontae Morton and Javan Vidal. And going through the Leeds United team, the first chance to say good evening to LUFC Stats.
Good evening, everyone, and good evening, Tom. Yes, Leeds United line up like this. It's a first start for Marco Silvestri this season. We're think it's going to be a back four of Louis Coyle, Toumani Diagouraga, who's captain, Paul Mackay and Taylor Denton. It's going to be a midfield, we think, of Ronaldo Vieira, Jordan Bataka, Calvin Phillips and Ewan Stokes. And up front is Chris Wood and Suleiman Dukara. Leeds have just got four subs this afternoon or this evening. Mike Taylor, Jack Mackay, youngster Jamie Shackleton and Ross Turnbull. I'll hand you back over to Thomas Sweeney for the start of the game.
Well, thank you, Stats, and it does look like Leeds United will be the side to kick off. Going through Guiseley and their pre-season results so far, decent victory against Parkgate, followed by a loss to Huddersfield Town. A very credible draw against Bradford City was to follow, followed by a loss against Barnsley. And in our last game, the side did have last weekend off. They did, though, go through a double training session in the last friendly. It was a 2-2 draw against Hyde United. Guiseley quite unlucky, though. A late goal they conceded in that match. It did look like Guiseley would be getting the win in that one, but important for the side that they were able to play on a 3G pitch. They'll be having a couple of games during the upcoming fifth tier in the division. Aspires with this corner. This time it's aimed right on the centre. And I'm surprised a free kick hasn't been given there, because Jake Lawler seemed to take out Diaragua, but ball crossed in and Denton able to get his head onto that. But Jordan Preston, who's looked lively in the opening 10 minutes with the ball in, it's a header, it is a goal. Ash Palmer with his first goal for the Lions. He joined from North Ferriby United a couple of weeks ago. I spoke to him a couple of days ago. He said he wanted to get his first goal tonight, and he's done just that. Jordan Preston with a lovely cross to Ash Palmer with a free header, and Guiseley are ahead 1-0 to the mighty Lions. For the Lions, and fantastic news as well for the fans. There are going to be Leeds fans, obviously, who have Guiseley as their second team. Ball in by Falkingham, and it's Lockwood who gets his head onto it, and it's 2-0, and Jake Lawler has scored. I thought the assistant might be putting his flag up for a second, but it's 2-0, and Jake Lawler signed a new contract a couple of weeks ago, committing his future to the Lions, and he has got the goal. Guiseley are 2-0 up here, and on both occasions Leeds United have given free headers to Guiseley, and do you know what? Guiseley will take that. They'll be very pleased with how this has been going over the last 15 minutes or so. To be first choice, but we'll see if having two young goalkeepers is something that Guiseley want to do. It has to be said, Steve Dickinson, who is now 42 years old, he is Guiseley's third choice goalkeeper. He's also Guiseley's goalkeeping coach, and I have seen him in that. He's still got it. He's still got the move, so he can do it if needs be. But that second choice keeper certainly is needed. Bataka Take's just waiting. He could have a shot there. Gets it across. Chris Wood deflected. Ball in, and it's 3-1. It is Owen Stokes with the goal. It's a nice finish, that it has to be said. Just there, guys, who seem to sit back there for just a little bit too long there. But Take with the first to Chris Wood. Chris Wood's efforts blocked, and it's Owen Stokes with the goal. It's 3-1 to Guiseley, and that's the...
Yeah, certainly think so. I know Ross Turnbull's come on to replace Marco Silvestri at half-time, but then you look down at who's left on the bench. You've got Mike Taylor, Jamie Shackleton and Jack McCars. Lee's come forward here. It's done Bataka on the left-hand side. He's going to probably look to cut in. Still Bataka, and he scored. And Jordan Bataka probably against a little bit of the run of play, but he has pulled a second goal back, and I'll hand back to Tom.
Well, Jordan Bataka there, able to find some room, a bit of footwork, and he's actually just trying to G up the Leeds United fans there. He's very pleased to get the ball. A very nice side foot finish. It is Leeds United who have got the goal, and I suppose the comeback is on. So I hope you haven't jinxed them. If that happens, I'll be tweeting you. Don't you worry. Calvin Phillips. Ball to Stokes. Louis Call had made a good run there, but Phillips didn't see it. Phillips has an effort, and what a goal that is! And Phillips able to get the ball into the top of the goal. He's caught a lot of people out there with that. Calvin Phillips gets the goal, and Leeds United have completed the comeback. It is now 3-3, and there are people booing here because they didn't want to see this, but Leeds are back in this game. It is 3-3. Calvin Phillips with the goal.
Second half, no questions to be asked, and he took that goal really, really well. I didn't see anything on, and we've had a 6-goal thriller in pre-season. Who would have thought that, Tom? And it's been really enjoyable to watch as well.
Let's hope it's a 7-goal thriller and Guiseley can get the goal with Michael Rankin, but we'll see. Jake Lawler's not got it. Dakara goal, 4-3. Leeds United have completed the comeback. Dakara with the goal. Jake Lawler, the ball getting stuck in his feet. Dakara with a good finish there. And Gary Monk at half-time must have been furious. Right now, he'll be very pleased with what is happening.
Wow.
5 seconds to go. Well, the referee does blow the whistle, and Leeds United continue their winning run during pre-season. They gained the victory. Guiseley, though, will be very pleased with how the first half went. They were 3-1 up at half-time, but Leeds United able to really dominate the second half. A couple of their players really taking control. And stats, I suppose, just how do you sum that one up?
Not sure where you start with that. A complete game of two halves. I know it's an old cliche, but it really was. Guiseley superb for 35 minutes.